Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. It is nice to see you and welcome back to day 2 of our 25 days of Animal Crossing series here on my channel. So I am just standing right here in my entrance. Kind of figured this was a nice spot to start. I did add some floor lights in between videos because, I don't know, the shell bed was just, it wasn't really doing it for me since it doesn't light up, but it looks much better with the floor lights. So, for today's build, we are going to go ahead and run over to where we are building today, and I apologize if you potentially can hear any purring. I have a mini panther in my lap. But here is where we are recording today, or building. I guess technically we are recording. But anyway, this is where we are building. We are going to be doing kind of like a street of different shops with an entrance, like a castle gate or whatever, right here to resident services. I'm not going to do too much around these sides. And I'm also not going to go down too far because we have another build I have planned for right here that includes the train tracks. So, Ridley, you're taking my headset with you. Oh, cats, what can you do? I'm just going to leave that in, it's fine. But this is where we are building for today. We're just, like I said, we're going to do a street with some different shops. I think I want to do a coffee/hot cocoa shop for sure, a bookstore, maybe a record store if I can find some pastel designs for that. That's something I would still need to look for. Just that sort of stuff. We're also not going to go too far, probably just right about to where my stuff is because I have more builds planned for the rest of this side of the island. And Dizzy and Coco are just having the time of their lives doing their Naruto runs. Okay, yeah, that checks out. But I'm going to send it over to voice over me, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you back here for the outro. Enjoy! Alright everybody, voice over me here. Nice to see you. I hope you guys are doing good. I am going to be doing a different style of editing for at least the next few videos. I'm just going to speed up everything and talk or play music through it. I unfortunately don't have the time I was hoping for to be able to do the editing style that I normally do, which is what you will actually see in episode 1, as you've seen before this one comes out, obviously. I am recording this voiceover on Thanksgiving, and I was hoping to have at least a week's worth of videos done and ready to go by this point, and unfortunately, thanks to work, I work retail, that just, it didn't happen. And it's unfortunately not going to happen. I do have, let's see, this one, 3, 4, and 5 I have started on, so I do have a few episodes of a buffer, but I unfortunately just don't have the buffer that I wanted to be able to really cut out all the path lane, all the terraforming. You'll see some Treasure Island trips. I will try to block out the codes, but by this point, I mean, we're days past, so the codes aren't going to work anymore. But you'll see the Treasure Islands I go to. I use Peng Plays. She's super sweet. Discord server's really good. They're free Treasure Islands. Unlimited trips. Once you have the code, you can just go and go and go until the code changes, or until you're done. So those are the ones I use. You'll see those pop up. I do use a couple others that I find on Twitch, but those are just, you know, public ones that I just, you know, fly over to. Oh my goodness, excuse me. We had Thanksgiving dinner over at my in-laws, so some of that is coming back. But like I said, editing style kind of has to change for a little bit for the rest of the month. I meant to have a full day of editing today, and that didn't happen because I closed last night for work. I guess was up at 3 a.m. looking at my phone, at least according to my husband. I don't remember that part. I just remember getting up a little bit before 7 because I was completely overheated. And then I was at my sister's to watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, came home, changed, and we went to my in-laws, and we just got home a little while ago. So Chris is tired. Chris is very tired. And she works at 8 a.m. tomorrow on Black Friday, so that's going to be a grand old time. But just kind of wanted to let you guys know, because obviously you're seeing more pathing than I normally lay down. And obviously you can see Dizzy and Fang back there just having the time of their lives while I'm working hard. But we are just putting together, you know, the shop street, and as you saw from the intro and of course the title, I'm going to try not to talk too much about this because I will sound like a broken record. But I want to let you guys know that a new computer is on my to-buy list for tomorrow. I found one I like. It's a desktop. It's on sale, a very good sale, at Best Buy. So once I get off work, I'm hopefully going to meet my husband if he has time. He's on vacation this week. Lucky him. And we're going to go ahead and buy that, get everything swapped over, and then my trusty Dell gaming laptop that I have had since 2020 is going to get traded in. It does not move off my desk, so we figured a desktop was just the way to go. That means I can get back to my Final Fantasy VII videos. We can get through Rebirth. I want to play through Trails of Cold Steel in a more shorter episode type video, like what I'm doing with Final Fantasy VII, instead of the streams that I have up. I'll just go ahead and delete those. I've gotten a few views, and not very long views. I know they're long videos. If you watch long enough, you can see my cats deciding to show their buttholes to all of Twitch, which was always a good time. But that's on the playlist. I'm trying to think of what is all on my backlog. Diablo 3 isn't a backlog game, but it's a game I enjoy playing, and I'm playing through it right now. It's one I play when I don't feel the best because it doesn't take much thought. But I am working my way through the difficulties on Diablo 3. My goal is to get, obviously, all the way to Torment 16, which is the highest difficulty you can get to. And once I get there, I want to do a full day-long playthrough. I've done it before. I know you can get through it in one day. At least I know you can on, like, normal difficulty. I don't know if you can do it on Torment 16. Of course, that probably depends on your gear. But I think that would be fun to just start right at the beginning and play all the way through. I play on Wizard, so we'll just play on the character I know. Hopefully that will happen soon. When I started this playthrough, I was thinking I was in like Torment 6. My gear's definitely not up to Torment 6, so I had to drop it back down to, I think I'm on Torment 4. So I'm just kind of working my way through it. But that is on to play. Trying to think here. Palia, if I could get myself into it. I started it, never picked it back up. Disney Dreamlight Valley, I still need to get Storybook Vale, which was hoping to happen this payday, but because of the computer thing, I think it has to wait. Oh yeah, we found my husband's PlayStation 3 last night because I originally had one. I was just using it for movies, traded it in ages ago, so no longer have that. But since we found my husband's and we found his one of his box of PlayStation 3 video games, and he's got Lightning. Well, that's the main character. Final Fantasy 13, 1, 2, and 3. So if I could figure out that playstyle, I could always do a playthrough of those. Kind of more of an add-on from the last time I talked about what was coming for this next year. But that's just kind of where we're sitting right now. I could play Final Fantasy 15. I just happened to look over and saw my official works books. So that could happen. Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know if I want that much controversy on my channel. So probably not that. Let's see. Here we could always do Kingdom Hearts. I was working to the platinum on Kingdom Hearts 1 until my cats screwed that up. I could do Final Fantasy 14. I could start a new character. 16 I never finished. There's all kinds of stuff we could do. But I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys listen to some music while I build, and I will come back later. anybody else, but watching me scroll through my inventory always makes me dizzy. I really gotta learn to start customizing some of this stuff before I get started, but, well, it is what it is. Can't help it if you need to do it during a build, am I right? Apologize if my microphone is because he's been talking and it doesn't think he's currently sitting out in the garage. And my gaming window is right in the garage. Well, what can you do? But it did not end up looking right. I hated it. Thought about it. Nope. Back to what I had. And for some reason, this part, I don't know why I changed these designs. Nobody was gonna see it. But I was just being picky. And of course I have to go through and build on the other side. Happy with the sidewalk. Means we can now do the fun simple panels. where I customize a few at a time and then go back and forth, making sure each building looks slightly different. Because, once again, I stood there for a while because what else was I gonna do? I will have a Google Doc or maybe a Pinterest board or something where I will have all the codes listed. I might just do it in the description box on the end, or I don't think I'm gonna try and do it on every single video because I will never remember. That is just how my brain works. But there is our first one. Decided I was happy with that. Dizzy wanted to talk to me. He was giving me the bashful reaction. He is still on my island, so hopefully I can manage to get him out of there soon, as he is one of the last holdouts, if I remember correctly. But again, just let you guys listen to the music while I figure these shops out, and then I will be back. He's back inside. I apologize if this is picking up his voice. That is just kind of something I gotta live with, and it's probably gonna be the next few videos because I'm just gonna edit what I have recorded tonight, just so that way they are ready to go. And then when I get home tomorrow, I can get my computer set up as long as Best Buy has the one in stock that I want. It did say online that they did. And then I can get back to work. I didn't have those single panels, so I had to grab a couple more because what is counting? I am doing this voiceover a few days after I finished this recording, but I think I end up going back and changing one of those door panels to be a window. Just because otherwise I wasn't going to be able to do the decorating I wanted, but I don't think I do that until later. Put the customization kits away, and then it is time to get to the decorating. As you can see, the first store is going to be a bookshop. I always like building bookshops. I've made bigger ones before, but this one I just kind of wanted to be a nice little soft one. Soft one? Small one. What is English? None of these are obviously interactable. I just didn't have the room for that with the next build, which you will see, of course, in the next video. And I apologize if you can hear any purring. My little black mini panther. Well, I call him a mini panther. He's just a fat black house cat. Decided to jump up on my lap and snuggle. And then this store is going to be just a little, like, record store, vintage music. This was a store I was also trying to make bigger. And although you can find, like, vintage record codes online, there are no pastel ones, and I absolutely suck nuts at making codes. So that's kind of what led me to just forego my usual signing of everything and just use the item, or let the items, excuse me, speak for themselves. But that side is done, so we're going to move on to the other two stores. And this is where I stand here for a second and think, and you'll see that there's where we go ahead and switch the code. And much better. Much better. So put that stuff away and start grabbing stuff out, because these two are going to be a bakery and a little coffee, hot cocoa, I guess you could say, shop. Just, again, two small shops, not really interactable. I may do some bigger ones in a different spot on the island, like a shopping district or somewhat, but I am still deciding, and with the next couple of builds, I have no room for that on this lower part of the island. So, we'll see what the future holds. This is the part where we are going to lead to a Treasure Island trip, because I did not have any counter tables, and I thought the wooden boxes would work, but they were not going to work how I wanted. So, off we go. I'm standing there for a second so I can find which island I needed to go to, and then I gotta turn off the island designer, or else Orville is going to yell at me. Always the worst part of Treasure Island trips is when somebody else flies in, but thankfully the ones I use, it is a Twitch subscription, but they don't get very busy, so that always helps. And I was just grabbing more of the ruined items because I'm going to need them for more builds, and then once I have those, we will fly home and finish off the build. Time to race back home. Once the series is over, like I said, I will get back to my usual form of editing, and then you guys won't have to see this long, boring part of, you know, me trying to find what island I need, typing in the code, flying home, standing there for a second when I have to step away from the laptop because the cats are fighting. Surprisingly quiet. Black one on the couch, tame white one on my lap, and gray striped tabby pillow behind my back. I am surrounded by fat fluff. Oh, the joys. The absolute joys. I do pick those weeds. I do eventually pick those weeds. This flyover that train station just looks so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I will just let you guys watch the last few minutes of this build, and then it will be back to non-voiceover me with the outro and the beauty shots. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow. the very last thing we are placing down is a plain Pretty Lights archway. And now, back over to me. Wow, that went longer than I thought. Well, this is... Oh, yeah, I ran around for a little bit trying to make sure I was happy. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Alright, everybody, and with that, we are finished with the build. I am still just kind of off to the side for this part, but we are going to go ahead and take a walk through. Go ahead and again time travel to when it's a little bit more dark out. I guess I just time traveled to the evening, so that was up a little bit up. Not like there's much through here. But we just have our little shops. I normally put signs in front, but that was just going to take up too much space, and I said in the intro, we need the space below this build technically for the next one. So we have a bakery right here. Next door we have like our little coffee/tea shop. I might change like the coffee cup over to a coffee maker or something. I haven't quite decided yet. But we've got a couple of tables down here. One has a tea set, one has a teacup. And then over here is our bookstore, which I actually really like. And then our record store, which I think is super cute. I don't have anything playing. I haven't decided on any songs yet. But then this table just has a hyacinth lamp, and this one has a coffee cup or a teacup, whichever you think, whatever you think is in there. Not the biggest build ever, and not exactly the most, light build, but our next one is going to have a lot of lights. But right here we've got a little road that will stop right here. I'm trying to decide if I want it to go any further or not for the next build, but we'll figure that out when we're recording that one. And then right here obviously just goes to resident services, where if you dream, you will wake up right here. Kix is here today. I've done some time traveling around because I had to order some items, and then actually right before I started recording, Kevin asked me to move. So between now and the next video, we will have a new villager, which I am very excited about. So I'm going to send you guys off with the beauty shots. I hope you are enjoying our 25 Days of Animal Crossing series so far. I'm having so much fun with this. I didn't think I was really going to like anything with this much pink because I like green, but it's been a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. And if not, if you're just hanging out, that is fine too. With that, I will see you guys next time. And next time being tomorrow with day 3. Have a night, guys. Bye!